Alright, hello everybody, Skyrim here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Well, it's that time again. We're gonna talk about a few things, a few events not to miss out on, and a few things that are ending soon. Very soon, honestly. So I'm trying to put this out as soon as possible. A few of them had reset as of today, and there's a new event that, well, a returning new event. One that is met with a little bit of discontent on various things, and that of course is the Winds of Fortune. This one again is the buff that once you activate is active for 24 hours real time, not in-game time. I honestly feel like they should change this to in-game time only. That might be a form of a saving grace on this event as a whole, but nonetheless. Now, the best way to go about doing this, and I've said before numerous times already, as many times as it's come back around, pop it when you know you have a lot of time to set aside for it, and pop it preferably before the latter part of the day into reset, so that way you can take advantage of this right here, the double normal gems. As far as your party gems for the day go, you can at least get, instead of just 12, you can get 24 on one day, and the 24 hours real-time span will carry over past reset into the next day. Get your party dungeon, whatever activity runs in for the following day to get another 24. Other than that, you know, all this other stuff is whatever. Then the legendary drops were kind of nice, but they cap now again. They put a cap back on them. Once you get to a certain percentage, there's a tracker bar, and then that's it. And then you'll just get back to your regular 1x1 drops instead of 2, etc., etc. So yeah, this is about the only thing worth it anymore still out of the Winds of Fortune. It's unfortunate, and again, like I said, I feel like they should just take off the caps again. I don't know why they brought those back, and also make this, once you activate it, be 24 hours in-game time only. That would be the two best changes they could make again. Again, I don't know why they changed these ones back. These ones for a little bit anyway, it was nice because you were able to get the double drops on legendaries like constantly until you ran out of your timer. But then they reverted it back to the old way, which was terrible in that once you hit a certain percentage capped of that happening to you, you don't get that anymore. So there's that. All right, so that's new. Now, also, let's go back to the event some more. Do not miss out on these because, hey, you can get your event centers done early. Okay, so then you don't have to worry about doing Wild Brawl. You don't have to worry about doing Shady Stock. I mean, you can for the little incremental whatever rewards that the paltry rewards that we get out of some of these anymore, honestly. So, I mean, you can still do them as a side, as an afterthought, but you don't have to worry about this bottom bar down here, which even these rewards are a little on the light side. They need an increase as well. But Survivor's Bane had reset for the week. Now, I already had it finished last week. If you have, then you will also see, and I just tested this out just to make sure, because I actually almost forgot about it being reset for the week, because I'm like, all right, I had it done at 44 points. But no, you can actually go back in and do it again. So right now we can show, here's the event center. I got 300 tokens currently. This one will get me another one right now. And let me go ahead and claim it. All right, let me show you here, 301. So yeah, you can go past, even though it says 44 or 44 here, you can max out and go even further and continue to get more, because this Survivor's Bane had reset at reset this week after last week, and it started all over again. So that's the best way to go about this one. Pretty simple. Do the little trick that I have a shorts video on for getting in there for like a minute per run if you need to get these ones right here for the complete 15 games. And that's a 10 token drop right there. So like I got another 10 minutes. 10 minutes of 1 minute games to finish that one out. So that's what I'm going to do for that one to get the 10 tokens. But anyway, there's that one. Now, also the other one, which has become much more of a pain than what it used to in the past, because it's like they have to kick the servers on anymore whenever they bring Conqueror back around. Conqueror used to be, you know, well, to some people's eyes, it still is a much more better mode because you know, you're running in there with only 6 pieces of gear and base level stats. Now that has advantages for certain base starting classes, of course, just because they inherently have stronger bonuses than others. But then also, yeah, it feels like the servers are pretty rough that they use for these whenever they flip the switch on them. Like I said, and I mentioned it too, it's literally, you get so much lag. The past couple times I was in there, it was a bit of a struggle to get these completed. It was very, very rougher than what it used to be. There was a lot of invisible players or players that were on top of you, and meanwhile their red dots even would show on the minimap as not even close to you. But the lag of the server was so terrible, they'd be already on top of you, you'd be taking damage. Like, whereas you see it happen eventually, or even that was lagged out sometimes too, and it's a bit of a mess. They definitely do need to do some form of maintenance because this is on a constant rotation. There's no reason why it's in the state that it is, but then again, they just kind of flip the switch and forget about it every time that they go and turn it back on for these events here. So it's unfortunate, but on that note, if you can stand through all that, and also, that's the only thing I never liked about Conqueror, is the fact that you're at 34 of 44 whenever you do everything when it first arrives. You do all the events, you get all the event tokens that you can get, but Conqueror is the only one in this event center list that has always been at 34 of 44, and you have to wait until the last couple days before it actually runs out on its expiration here before it resets. And then you have to go back and do the reset for these tokens. You'll get more than the 44 after you do all of these all over again if you so choose, but you have to wait for it to reset in order to get the 44. That's the one thing I really didn't like about Conqueror, and I still don't, and I don't know why they haven't fixed it. Well, they haven't fixed it yet, because why would they if they haven't fixed the servers and be in such terrible shape that they are whenever they go and turn them on just for this event? So I don't know. There's a lot of improvement they can do on this one for sure, because it is definitely I guess, I don't want to say necessarily a fan favorite in the eyes of a lot of free-to-plays, but it's up there, and it's getting a lot more sour, though, in the process of it, unfortunately, because they're just not taking care of the things they need to take care of. Which applies to a lot of other things in the game. They just need to do some proper maintenance. I mean, we get maintenance every patch, but that's not proper maintenance. That's not actual, like, technical engineering maintenance on hardware of servers and the like. That kind of maintenance needs to be fully addressed here. I think they're just letting them grind down, these servers grind down into dust. But yeah, anyways, Survivor's Bane, you restart, get your more tokens that way. Conqueror, if you can stand it, go back in, get the rest of your tokens all the way up to 44 and then some, then continue this up some more even further, and get that much closer to the maximum event tokens, and you can just skip a couple if you choose. And then you don't even have to worry about the events. Like Trial of Hordes, I pretty much pass on. It has its moments, but I'm still not that fond of it, and it's whatever. They tried to make some changes to it, and it's still not enough. And then sometimes you just get in there with random, like, bot things still and that kind of thing, and it's whatever. But yeah, so there's that for that. Now, and the last thing here we're gonna cover is the Battle Pass, of course, which is ending today. Well, yeah, at reset today. So I'm gonna try to put this I'm getting this video up on this day of my daughter's wedding. Oh no. Anyway, but yeah, this one, make sure, since the Battle Pass is ending, that you are claiming everything that you have in here, because if you do not claim it, you will lose the experience and all the benefits of it once it resets. When the Battle Pass ends for the new one, this is the time, if you haven't already, to officially grab every single thing that you have sitting in here. And I've been doing that pretty consistently, because I knew it was going to be ending this week. So that is the must do things you have is, of course, do the claiming of everything in your Battle Pass, more so than anything else. And just for that little side note, as I've discussed, of course, the Survivor's Bane and Conqueror resets. Grab that, get your extra tokens. Winds of Fortune. Do it however you want, but that's my suggestion anyway for the double party gems, is pop it when you know you have enough time set aside for between 2 days to spread out the real life 24-hour timer to gain the double drops for normal gems in 2 days. So, there you go. As always, everybody, please, please, please stay safe out there in the real world fire, especially in the west coast part of the U.S. It's not really looking any better. Winds are kicking back up again, so hearts out to you guys and that kind of thing. But definitely, in the real world fire, stay safe out there as best you can. Take things one day at a time. That's all we can do. It's the best we can do. Until next time, everybody. See ya.